Friends, today you are going to learn on how to create ad groups in Google Display Campaign. Okay, step 1, define the ad group name. Okay, so I'll say here as I'll delete this. I'll say as Fleetwood. Okay, school bus tracking. Okay, the next step is to define the audience. So here we will select only one option in the audience. Okay, so I minimize the screen, I scroll down, right? So here you have three options: search, browse, or ideas. I'll say now if I'm considering as fleetwood.com as my case study. Okay, so basically Fleetwood school bus tracking system. Excuse me, sorry, I'm having cough. We are targeting. Okay, so we will search here as schools okay, or go down. See, here you will get ideas, right? Okay, so what are they searching for? Primary schools, public education, primary school information on good schools, yeah, education. So we will explore the options. Now I will be considering my product. Basically, running, when you are running any type of paid campaign, there are multiple factors you should keep in your mind. First is, what is the product all about? Next, okay, what is the average order value of the product? Next step, who is the potential buyer of the product? Next step, what is the segmented market? Next step is, what is the defined geo targeting location? Okay, so as Fleetwood.com is my case study, Fleetwood is into school bus tracking system, correct? So basically I'll say as, instead of saying as schools, yeah. So now what I'll do is I'll delete this. Okay, so I'll go here, browse. See here you'll get multiple options. What their interests and habits are. It is called an affinity audience or customer affinity audience. What are they actively researching or planning in market or custom intent? See here, you check this. Okay, I'll say in market audience. Now you will check all the options over here. See, Google will give you a list of options. In market audience, if I want to sell as Fleetwood school bus tracking system, who are the potential buyers? I'll say in autos and vehicles, yes, because see, if school bus tracking system is going to be used by school transportation companies, correct? Right? So I'll say as autos and vehicles. So that is the most segmented market for me, correct? Clear? Now, if I go here in ideas, see what ideas you'll get. See, based on your website, Google will give you some information. For example, custom intent audience auto created, new audience, school bus information, vehicle GPS tracking, yeah, new audience, and bus info, employee tracking solutions, transit bus services. So Google give me ideas for this, right? So here it is. If I say vehicle GPS tracking, it is more relevant for me, correct? So then I say, then we will do the filtering part. Which one is a better option, right? If I say bus info, then I say cell phone number tracking services, no. Then I say transit bus services, no. Okay. Then I go iPhone tracking, no, that's not relevant. Then I say motor vehicles by brand, no. Then I say commercial vehicles, this is more relevant. Okay. Then I go down here, diesel vehicles, no, that's not relevant. Okay, SUVs, pickup trucks, luxury vehicles, performance and luxury vehicle enthusiast, auto enthusiast. Then I go down, see. Okay, so what I'll do is, right? So which one is more relevant? I'll say vehicle GPS tracking is more relevant. I'll remove this. Okay, then I'll say autos or vehicles in market audience. No, I'll remove this. So I am going to just keep the one option over here. Now you see the statistics will change, right? So Google gave me a list of 42 ideas. So see, now you could see from this option, there are no weekly estimates. That means the search volume is less. So we need to pick up an idea, right, which is having huge search volume, correct? So I'll say vehicles and transportation. This is more relevant for me. So we have to play around with different ideas, with different options in Google display campaign. We have to play around with different options in Google display campaign. You have to select that option which has a decent search volume. What is decent search volume? can say it as more impressions and more number of clicks. Okay, right? So I'll remove this option. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep vehicles and transportation. I'll test with more better options over here. Say as okay, school bus information, no, right? Okay, so if I select this option, so I have defined it as affinity audience, right? Okay, so if I go here, so what all options I have? So I'll see custom intent audience. Okay, so it is telling me use keywords and URL to create an audience based on product and services your ideal audience is actively researching, right? So I'll say new custom intent audience. So I will use keywords and URL to create a custom audience. Yeah. So click on new custom intent audience. You can use keywords and URLs to create a custom audience. Okay, click here. See, now what option you'll get over here? Ads using audience targeting must comply with the personalized advertising policy, right? So it is telling me sensitive keywords will serve contextually only or may not serve at all. All campaigns are subject to the Google Ads advertising policy and may not contain any inappropriate content, right? So these are the guidelines given by Google. So now I will define the audience name as, say, school bus tracking solutions. Okay, so first you should define the audience name. Okay, then what it is telling me, enter keywords and URL related to products and services this audience is actively researching. So you have to enter keywords and URLs related to products and services this audience is actively researching, right? Okay, so I minimize the stream. Then you have to enter keywords and URL. Have to enter keywords and URLs. I minimize the screen. I will add keywords here. School bus C. Google is giving me ideas for this. School bus tracking system, then school bus service, and I will say as school bus driver training near me. I will say school bus driver safety. I'll say as school bus driver company. I'll say as school bus driver training. I will say school bus route. I'll say as car tracker GPS tracking device. I'll say as school bus companies near me. Yeah. Then I'll say as school bus attendants. I'll say as school bus companies. I'll say as we transport school bus. I'll say school van, I'll say for school bus, I'll say school bus training school, I'll say cell phone tracking, device app, okay? Then I'll say school bus training courses, I'll say as truck GPS system, which is meant for tracking, as well as the price, okay? So I've added these keywords here. Now I'll go to Google. I'll find out the comparators. Okay. Now go to google.com. Find the comparators of your products and services. Taking fleetwood.com as the case study. Okay. Input the target keyword in Google. I'll say as school bus tracking system. Okay. So what I'll see is trackschoolbus.com is one of the competitor of Fleetwood, right? Correct. So I'll copy this URL. Control C. Okay. Then I'll do it here as Control V. Right. So I'll enter. Correct. Clear. So I've covered this URL. So I then click on create. Click on create. Create. See, I have created a new custom intent audience. Correct? So I created one is called an affinity audience and custom intent audience. Right? So see, now you will get the available impressions. What are the available impressions? So based on your targeting and settings, but not on your budget or bid, what Google is trying to explain me that I will get 890 million impressions, right? And it is giving me the explanation that about your estimated performance based on your targeting settings, a daily budget of 500 rupees and the typical bid is of 11 rupees 10 paisa. What am I going to get is 400 to 1100 clicks. The average CPC would be 2 rupees 76 paisa in between to 9 rupees 21 paisa. Okay, and Google is telling me that the number of impressions which I'll get is around 56,000 to 160,000 impressions. The CTR would be in between 0.41% to 1.5%, right? So this is the estimated performance. Okay, clear? So demographics, you have a limitation here. Let's see if we have the demographics predefined, right? We do have. Now you need to consider which is the best option in demographics, which is the better option who are going to buy school bus tracking system. So I'll remove as unknown, either male or female, both can buy the product, correct? Then I'll to define the age also over here, right? See, basically 18 to 24 is the very young age. Yeah, so I'll say in between 25 to 64 people will buy because they start working at the age of 25. I remove as unknown, right? Clear? Then parental status, just remove this. Not a parent, only parents will buy because those are adults. Then remove the option of unknown. Now, what this is trying to tell me that household income targeting is only available in selected countries. So we have selected the option of UAE. So this option is not available in United Arab Emirates. Clear? So each ad group should have only one option. So we have defined the audience, right? So that is there. Now we will try to see what is targeting expansion. Let us see what is targeting expansion. You have to increase your reach based on the positive targeting and the settings selected above, right? So it is telling me that 3 million impressions on an average, then at the manual targeting level. So this is trying to explain us that you can reach more users by letting Google look for high performing audience similar to your target. Okay, so you have to expand reach. Okay, that can increase the number of impression, clicks, and conversion. So it is important to expand reach, impressions, clicks, and conversions. The more reach you have, the better you grow your business and improve the number of inbound leads. Right? I minimize the screen. I go down. Now this is asking me ad group bid. Okay. So next step is to define the ad group bid. Enter your enhanced CPC bid for this ad group. Now, okay, we have to understand, right? Now, what bid should I enter? See, Google is giving me the estimation that the typical bid for Google Ads campaign with similar targeting is 11 rupees 65 paisa, right? So enhanced CPC is something which even you can manually set your bid also, right? So this is the recommendation of Google. So I will say it slightly higher. I'll say as 13 rupees 65 paisa per click. I define the ad group bid as 13.65 rupees per click. Okay, I minimize the screen. I go down. Then you have to start creating your ads. Now you have to start creating your ads, right? So responsive display ad. This is one of the best option in Google display network campaigns, right? So we will select as responsive display ad. Yeah, go down. See here you'll have one option, increase your reach. Responsive display ad can increase your reach and save time spent creating different versions of your ad. So you have to opt for responsive display ads, right? Okay. So see, now it is telling me that you have to add some images and logos to make your ad stand out. So you need to have creative and fantastic images, right? So see, the display ad can be completed with the following things. You need to have beautiful images relevant to your business. You need to create headlines. You need to create description. Okay, clear? Now I minimize the screen. I'm going to create an ad group for you. I go down. Now click on the option of images and logos. See, the landing page URL we have already selected, correct? Click on the option of images and logos, right? So click here. See, now what Google will try to do is it will try to fetch the images from your website or from your landing pages. Yeah. Or see, this is what Google has done. It has scanned your website and it has taken the following images from your actual website, freetruth.com. Okay. Other ways, Google is also giving you that you can upload your own images also, or Google is telling that why can't you use stock images? So let's see this stock images option also. So I'll say as the following keywords. So now in stock images, what Google is trying to tell us, here it is. You can find images related to your own website, products, or services. So here you have to search images using words, phrases, or any URL that is related to your business. Clear? So I'll say this keyword, school bus tracking. Okay, so enter the keyword as school bus tracking. Okay, so now you will get options in stock images. Okay, see, here it is. See, if I selected the option as school bus tracking, right? So now Google has given me the list of options over here. So it is telling me what should be the size of images. Now, that is very important, right? You need to consider the size of images while creating the display Ad campaign. What are the first images? Size 1000 by 666. Next 1000 by 562. Next 1000 by 750. Next 1000 by 664. Okay. Next 1000 by 666. Next 720 by 1000. Next 1000 by 562. Correct? So what I'll do is I'll take this size, right? I'll say 1000 by 666. Use as image. Okay. So now it is asking me two options. Google is asking you two options. Use landscape. One is use landscape, okay, or use square image. Correct? I'll say uncheck use landscape. Okay, I'll say use square image. So you have to crop an image basically. You need to crop your image. Yeah. Then click on continue. Then click on continue. Okay. So this is what I have done as of now. Right? I scroll down. All is sorted. Click on this option. Now, what this is trying to tell me is you can choose 15 images and 5 logos to use in your ads. Right? Clear? I go down. I say as one more. I say this. Use as image. Use as image. Now I'll use landscape. Uncheck square. Click on continue. Okay. So here it is. Scan website. Here we have selected this. Or now this is also trying to give me one more option. They have found my Facebook URL, right? From your Facebook fan page, they can scan the images also. Okay, see here it is. I say scan. See, these two images they could scan. Okay, from my Facebook fan page. Yeah. Now we will see the next option, recently used. What are the recently used images? So basically we are trying to understand the complete interface of Google Display Network campaign to set up the ad group or to set up the campaign. So What this is trying to tell that there are no recently used campaigns over here. Now let's see what is the next option. Your asset. See, I have selected these two images, right? Out of 15 your assets. This is what I have done. Okay. Clear? So you understood till here, right? So I'll continue next video shortly. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye bye.